Hey everybody, March 30th update on the sales development marketplace as we see it at Superhuman Prospecting. I feel like our contribution, our ability to help those out there understand what's going on from the ears and mouths of the prospects and call team members that are engaging on a day-to-day basis still through the pandemic, still making hundreds, thousands of dials per week. And so we can give the marketplace direct feedback as to what's happening. We can help industries, businesses understand what we're hearing from prospects. So that's why we're doing this. But I have two pieces today. I have two keywords, confidence and conversations. And I also have an update on how we've been impacted as a company over the last few weeks. So starting with how we've been impacted, the reason I wanted to share that with you is because we are a reflection of the sales development position. We're a reflection of how businesses are responding to prospecting calls on a first-hand basis. So I think that is important for you to know how we're doing so that it gives you a little bit of insight that you can use for your own business. So the first couple weeks of March were really bad for us. Typically, we're onboarding a few clients a week, and we had zero in 2 weeks in a row, and that was really scary. That hasn't happened in over a year and a half when we were pretty early on. And so we knew something was wrong when people were scared, they were afraid. And that was tough. But last week was actually the first week we saw an uptick again. We did onboard a few new clients, and we did see some days really high appointment setting rates. So we'll have more on that. But last week was the first week we did see some confidence back in the marketplace in terms of those who are interested in using marketing, sales, outsourcing companies, and spending those dollars to continually grow their business. The second piece I wanted to talk about today was the confidence and conversations keywords. I said this last week in our update, but I thought this is important to talk about because I'm believing it more and more. Confidence right now, people need to feel confidence after all the uncertainty. And we're starting to see a little bit of that in the marketplace. We're starting to see that with our clients. We're starting to see that people are adapting, and this is the new normal. And I know it's been talked about before, but from a sales development marketing perspective, that's where we're hearing what we're hearing from people out there. And conversations is what gives confidence. Conversations is what people need, whether the sale comes now, whether the sale comes later. The position we don't want to be in as sales developers is we don't want to have nothing at the top of the funnel when this thing is all over. If we have nothing, then it's going to put us in even a deeper hole than some of us have found ourselves in as a result of the pandemic. So continue to have conversations, continue to have the relationships, and those two things will help us to get through. I've heard a lot about, how can I help? How can I contribute? How do I keep selling? And kind of the umbrella term that I've found from all that is conversations. Continue the relationships, continue talking human to human, and that will instill confidence. So I hope this helps. We're going to be giving some industry updates pretty soon as well. A little sneak peek on that. Don't call it New York. New York is the worst place to call. Not only is it the epicenter, but even of everything right now, but before that, part of complying with DNC law, which is do not call, mandated law from, the FTC, the FCC, and the do not call registry, is that New York has a no solicitation clause when they mandate a state of emergency. So even from the beginning of March, we stopped calling New York marketplaces, and that's what's hurting a lot of our clients right now. So just to give you a little insight, don't call New York, switch, adapt, let them get through this, and Once the time comes that we can open up the marketplace, then, obviously jump back in as necessary. So more on that to come, though, as we kind of dive into some industry feedback as to what's been happening over the last couple of weeks, coming soon. Thanks.